The Promised Neverland has been one of the most talked about anime online for months now, and it's been getting quite a lot of hype. But is it really worth all that hype? Hey guys, it's me again, and today we're going to be talking about my first impression on The Promised Neverland and whether it's really as good as everyone makes it seem to be. So I'm going to try to avoid spoilers in this video, but I can't guarantee that it'll be 100% spoiler free. I might need to spoil a few minor things just to get some of my points across, but as much as I can, I will try to avoid that. So, The Promised Neverland is just, yeah, it's pretty good, I have to say. The description right here says, "The one adored as the mother is not the real parent. The people living here together are not actual siblings. The Gracefield house is where orphan children live. An irreplaceable home where 38 siblings and mom live happy lives, even with no blood relations. However, this everyday life suddenly came to an abrupt end one day." Yeah, so basically, without spoiling anything really, these three main characters that you see right there in the picture are living at this foster home, and these are like the three oldest kids, the three smartest kids. They're best friends. And one day, they find a dark secret about their home, and they realize this isn't the place they thought it was at all. So they plan to escape and save themselves from the weird things they discover. And I didn't know what I was getting into when I started watching this. I just figured, everyone's talking about it online, all over, so I'll give this thing a shot. And again, I had no idea what to expect going into it. I had heard it was good. Didn't know anything about the plot. I didn't know what it was about, anything like that. So all this was new to me. And I was blown away, I've talked about before about how I can't binge watch anything, but I watched episode 1 of this, and if it weren't for the ads of my free Crunchyroll account, I probably would have binge watched the entire series right there. That's saying a lot. And, I mean, the story, like, the stuff, the plot, all that, that's really good. I like what it's about. I like what they're doing with it. That's awesome. The characters are good. The art's good, but I don't like how at times there will be like an overly large use of 3D CGI, it seems like, and that kind of hurts my head seeing that with these 2D anime characters. I don't like how they did that sometimes. It's not a whole lot, but when they do that, it's not the greatest. And then there are a few times where like the background's supposed to be moving with the characters, and that doesn't look the greatest, and that also hurts my head a bit. But, that's a small price to pay for an anime that's as great as this is. And, I mentioned the hype it's been getting. I have to say that hype is very well deserved. I haven't finished this series yet. I've only watched the first couple episodes. And each episode, it gets better and better. And, I mean, I'm disappointed. Not with the anime. But what I'm disappointed with is how long it took me to decide to watch this. Like, this anime is just amazing. I haven't finished it yet, so I don't know how my opinion is going to be afterwards, but for now, going into this, my first impression is this anime is amazing. I love almost everything about it except my few small gripes I mentioned, and it's definitely really good. Now, this anime is not for people who have weak stomachs. I mean, it's not overly grotesque or anything by any means, but there are just a few things that I think might weird people out that are easily disgusted, so keep that in mind. But, this anime does a good job at giving off this dark theme and this dark feeling throughout the whole thing, but also still having a lot of life and energy in it as well. So it's a darker anime, but that's not a consistent thing. It's like, in the back of your mind, you know it's dark, but the characters, especially the main characters, are for the most part just so bright and energetic and happy throughout all of this anyways, or they try to be. And it's like, it gives this feeling of, even though all this crazy stuff's going on, you still feel this sense of safety almost. Like, nothing too bad can happen. Or at least, that's how it is now. Who knows, that could change. But for now, that's what I'm feeling, and I really like it. So, overall, The Promised Neverland, it's gotten talked about a lot. It's getting hyped up, and that hype is very well deserved. honestly, I think this thing might actually be underappreciated, just because like I said, I'm seeing it all over the internet, but I don't hear people talk about this a lot, like in real life, like not on the internet. And I think that's where it's kind of underrated, is it's not something people really talk about with their friends, from what I've witnessed at least. Who knows, maybe in other places they do, but yeah, I wish more people would talk about this actually. But yeah, this series is amazing. I definitely recommend this to all of you guys. And actually, I think right now, after I finish recording this, I'm going to go ahead and watch more. And I'll make sure to let you guys know what I think. After I finish the series, I'll do another video on it, giving you guys my final thoughts on the series as a whole after I've completed it, whether or not I think there will be a season 2, and things like that. Those will all be in that video. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I will see you guys next time.